Hello, once again. This is Antonio. I'm coming at you with another exciting video. All right, I took a couple of days off from the platform. I was under the weather just a little bit, but I'm back in full motion. So, thank you for all my new subscribers. We're going to keep cooking on this channel. We're going to keep dropping great videos. So, we definitely thank you. Keep subscribing. We're going to keep dropping videos. We're not stopping. 2023 has been awesome. We're going into 2024 with bigger and a better channel. All right. So we're talking about, just imagine you're the bank teller. You befriended an awesome customer for the bank. See, what people fail to realize that a bank is technically a store. That's what a bank is. It's a store with money. And you go in the bank and you can buy different things. So in this case, this young lady, Cecilia, want to take advantage of a customer who viewed Cecilia as a daughter for 80, I mean 100, I don't want to get it right, for a whole bunch of money. We're going to get down to what she stole. It was a lot of money that you will put one that this lady probably want to put Cecilia across her knee and spank her. And what she did is not even the biggest story that we're going to talk about today. It's not even the biggest story. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. All right, let's play this.
Right now, a former bank teller on the run, accused of stealing all of an elderly woman's money. The employee allegedly drained the woman's account to less than $2 and took almost $200,000. ABC 13's Giovanni Ligi is live in the newsroom for us tonight, breaking down those court documents. Giovanni?
Well, Erica, the bank confirms that the employee is no longer with them and that they are working and cooperating with law enforcement. But those court documents lay out how this 86-year-old was arguably blindsided by somebody she thought she could trust. Houston police are on the search for 29-year-old Cecilia Brown. She's a former bank teller here at Frost Bank in Southeast Houston and is now accused of stealing almost $140,000. Court documents lay out her elaborate scheme that spanned for months. Those documents show she built a relationship with an 86-year-old woman who told police she considered Brown like one of her own, a daughter. This year, between February and June, Brown withdrew almost 140 grand. And here's how her former supervisor at the bank says she did it. Brown would allegedly go into the vault room and take stacks of cash. They accuse her of then hiding it under papers when no one was looking. She would then walk back to the teller counter and put it underneath. They say she would then walk out of the bank with the cash stuffed inside of boxes, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars at a time. But she was caught when the 86-year-old got a letter in the mail saying her IRA account had been drained to just $1.50. An investigation was conducted, and at the time, Brown was placed on administrative leave. And we did try and find Brown to speak with her. We weren't able to do so, but she does have a warrant out for her arrest. And tonight, Frost Bank confirms that they have repaid the 86-year-old all of the money that was taken. Erica.
Giovanni, this really seems like it was an elaborate scheme. How can people make sure this doesn't happen to them?
Yeah, well, Erica, there's a number of things you can do. One of the most important just by watching and making sure you know what's coming in and out of your bank account. But this is common for elderly people to be targeted, which is why they're often targeted once again. And there's a couple of things that you can do. Once again, we'll have those on our website.
All right, so where did I get the number 180,000? All right, so he kept saying 140, but the article said Houston bank teller is accused of stealing 180,000 from 86-year-old customer who saw her like a daughter. Now they put a thief on administrative leave. She should have been in jail. She's in Houston. She's in Houston. Think about it. If they haven't found her yet, if they have not found her yet, she probably done fled to Mexico or something. You know, she probably done hit that border. And think about it. She took cash. She took cash. So she done hit that border and they planning on flipping that money. She planned on flipping that money. All right. On Friday, Houston Crime Stoppers publicized Cecilia Hope Brown's face and alleged crime as part of the search for 29 youths accused of taking tens of thousands of dollars over nearly 5 months. According to the charging document, Brown built a rapport with the older woman who was a regular at the Frost Bank to the point that the woman considered and treated the bank teller, bank employee like a daughter. Brown has been charged with a second degree felony charge and aggravated theft from an elderly person. You are, oh, I'm putting her on full mask. Just put on full mask for a second, right? You, ooh, I'm putting you on full mask. Now, here's the thing, nobody is perfect in society. And when I make these videos, I'm not perfect, but I know not to take something that ain't mine. I remember when I was 9 years old, my mama sent me to Piggly Wiggly, and I was supposed to uh, get boxes. So because we were moving at the time, and you know what I end up doing? I'm with my god brother, and I end up stealing a 17 stick of juicy fruit. Now this back in 1987, and the neighborhood security caught me, and I got my tail tore out the frame. And to this day, I do not take anyone's belongings. So it's not like I'm superficial or better than anybody. I'm just telling you, I don't take no one's belongings because it ain't mine. All right. From 180,000 down to $1.50. The Houston Police Department's Financial Crimes Division picked up the investigation after the alleged victim asked why her Frost Bank IRA account, which previously had 180,000 showed a balance on January 3rd with all but $1.50. Shit was so brazen, she didn't even leave the lady $100. She didn't even leave her $100. Ooh, boy, you are something else. In the charging document, the older woman claimed she hadn't been a recent fraud victim, and she didn't give anyone access to her account except for a bank employee named Cecilia, and later identified as Cecilia Hope Brown. The older woman also said she never gave Brown permission to make withdrawals. According to investigators, the bank showed the victim's account had six unauthorized withdrawals from February 21st through January 3rd, averaging a little over 23,000 per transaction. In addition, the victim gave the bank issued withdrawal slips to investigators who noted inconsistencies with the older woman's signature and the presence of Brown's own. Brown signs under notary public on some, but also as authorized trustee or custodian on most. Investigators also wrote that the victim's signature on the slips didn't match the ones used when the account was open. She thought she was doing a good thing. After investigators deduced Brown as the person who accused the victim's account, who accessed the victim's account, the charging document describes surveillance footage, video footage of each day that a withdrawal was made and a bank supervisor's confrontation with her employee. The supervisor told investigators that she had nothing to suspect Brown of during her employment at Frost until the victim brought her empty account to their attention. According to the criminal paperwork, the supervisor checked footage showing Brown taking money from the vault without releasing it to the victim. When she asked Brown about the withdrawals, the supervisor said her employee claimed to have taken the money on the victim's vehicle to the victim's vehicle each time, explaining why the older woman wasn't seen on camera. Investigators added that no video evidence supports Brown's claim. The charging document also describes how Brown took cash stacks out of the vault, hid them underneath papers, walked them out to a teller counter, and stored the money beneath it. She then seen leaving the bank with boxes from the counter. Investigators wrote that the bank placed their employee on administrative leave. Before taking that leave, Brown was asked why she withdrew the money without the victim being present. She stated she thought she was doing a good thing for the customer. The supervisor says in the charging document, eyewitness reached out to Frost's bank, which said it doesn't discuss details of ongoing legal action. However, the company said Brown is not employed by Frost. The bank reimbursed the victim's missing money and is working with law enforcement on the investigation. PD say Brown is not in custody and a warrant is out for her arrest. She is described as a white female with brown eyes and brown hair, standing 5 feet tall, weighing 180 pounds. I'm telling you, this woman done fled to Mexico. They're gonna have to extradite her back because with $180,000, you can go to Mexico and live like a queen. You can go down there and live like a queen. She done fled the country. Crime Stoppers may pay up to $5,000 for information about Brown's location and arrest. Information may be reported by calling 713-222-8477, submitted online. So that's the link right there if you are interested. All right, so let's talk about this sponsor of this video, which is Surfshock, a comprehensive review of the VPN service. In today's digital age, privacy and security of utmost importance. With cyber criminals become more sophisticated and governments monitor online activity, it's essential to take measures to protect your online identity. One way to do so is by using a virtual private network or VPN service. Among the many VPNs available in the market, Surfshock is one that has been gaining popularity. And if you want to click on that link here, then you definitely can go to Surfshock and you can get your own VPN today. You can get 82% off and up to 4 months free. So dive into it now. Buy more, get even more. Starter 1 and 1 Plus. So don't hesitate to get your VPN service. This is Antonio with Team Tigio. What do you think about these thieves? Thieves are more and more brazen. You take $180,000 from a person and you get fired. Now you fled. You gave a person with almost $200,000 in their possession who probably took more money besides this because they're still probably investigating her, and she fled the country. And at the end of the day, think about it. You gave her too much time. She done fled to Mexico, or she done went somewhere, and now you're gonna have to extradite her back. She stole cash, which is untraceable. So if she pays somebody to do things for her, she can get away. So nevertheless, they're going to find her. They're going to catch her. They're going to be relentless in catching her because what she have done. And this is Antonio with Team Tigio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we'll be coming to you with more videos in the future. And once again, we will see you next time.